She's one of the Fox Business originals, but there may be something you don't know about Sandra Smith. I'll talk with her. I'm Chris Aarons, and this is MediaBeat.
Look, things change.
Anyone with a camera and a computer
Really
can
now,
do
so we
it.
should pay attention to where
As
we
we all
are.
do, we evolve.
Sandra Smith, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So you have been at Fox Business Network since the start, October 2007.
That's right.
4.5 years in, how's the network doing? Do you think FBN is making its mark in business news?
Absolutely. You know, our audience has been very responsive to us. You know, we've really made an effort to reach out not just to Wall Street, but to Main Street as well. It's obviously been a challenge. You know, there's other business networks that have had a great head start on us, but we are making big strides right now. I'm very confident in that.
Mm-hmm. And before Fox Business, you were with Bloomberg TV. We see a lot of this jumping around between CNBC, Fox Business, Bloomberg. What are the differences that you see between Bloomberg TV and your experiences now at Fox Business?
One very clear difference that I see as not only someone that appears on the network, but also as a viewer of the network, is that we really help people manage their way through what have been very difficult times. But we also help people with their money. Like, you know, we provide actionable ideas. We don't speak jargon talk. You know, we're very clear. We help people understand what's going on because business can be complicated. And I think that Fox Business differentiates themselves because we help people walk through what are very difficult things to understand out there. Because, you know, not everybody understands business, but everybody cares about their money. And so that's really been our goal at Fox Business.
And you're pretty rare in that you split your time between Chicago and New York.
Yes.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here. Which city do you prefer?
Oh, I always say I'm a Chicagoan living in New York. Mm-hmm. I'll always say that I love Chicago, but I do love New York. And I always say they're incomparable because they're two very, very different cities. Two large cities, but two very different cities.
What's the biggest difference, do you think? People, the vibe in Chicago?
Alleys in Chicago. Seriously.
Alleys?
Alleys. I'm not kidding. New York, you realize the garbage is all over the sidewalks.
Okay.
Because Chicago was able to rebuild itself after the fire, and somebody thought, let's leave some alleys there. So Chicago's a very clean city. So
yeah.
I appreciate it very much for that aspect. But, you know, being very serious, the people in Chicago, Midwesterners, they're just altogether nice people. They say hi to each other. New York, it's like...
Yeah, all business.
Yeah.
Fox Business also has a bureau at the CME. So what's your workday like when you're in Chicago, when you're working there at the CME?
Well, at the CME, I have to wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is I go through the newspapers, mostly on my BlackBerry, and I come up with, you know, an idea for the trade for the day, and I have to submit that by 6 a.m. Central Time. And I get myself ready. I head into the exchange. It's the most fun in the world. The trading floor there is a completely different place these days. And I mean, that raw, unadulterated feeling that you get going on a trading floor, I just still love it every day. And I love finding out what's moving. Why is it moving? Why is that pit going nuts versus this pit? You know, I was born for that. I love it.
Yeah. All right, next segment, we want to talk a little bit more about how you went from being a trader to being an on-air correspondent.